Yael Eckstein is a great friend of the show and our parent company, the Salem Media Group. She's president and CEO of International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. You probably see her quite often on cable news, as a matter of fact, helping to raise funds, IFCJ on the ground in the war zone. And Yael is there in Israel this morning. Yael, it's great to have you back this morning.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here with you and your incredible listeners.
Well, thank you for the time. I think a lot of us are wondering to ourselves what it is to be in Israel, particularly after Operation Midnight Hammer. What is the sentiment on the ground there?
Well, in the past 5 hours, I've been in my bomb shelter 4 times already with Iranian ballistic missiles exploding overhead. I was on the ground in Bat Yam, where one of the worst strikes took place. The Iron Dome is pretty effective when you're dealing with 3,000-pound ballistic missiles that are launched from 2,000 miles away. Just one hit and it causes mass destruction. And what I saw was 6 apartment buildings that were basically destroyed from one ballistic missile. And for over 2 miles, every single window was shattered. And I was there bringing food to the elderly and providing help for the heroic first responders who were still going through the rubble looking for the body of a mother who was buried under there. And so on the ground in Israel, we are living basically paused lives because we cherish life and sanctify life. So there's no school, there's no work except for first responders and people directly connected to saving lives during the war. And we're just staying close to our bomb shelters and praying. The guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. So we have hope, but it's scary.
This is remarkable defense that Israel can carry out, though, isn't it? I mean, and I know you mentioned lives lost. Any life lost is tragic. It is remarkable what the Israeli defense system can do in the way it's been organized to protect people and save lives, even in the midst of this barrage. It's really a testament to the IDF, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a testament to the Judeo-Christian values that we both hold dear of life is sacred, life is holy, and we have to do everything to protect it. As the Ayatollahs in Iranian parliament were yelling death to Israel, death to America, and gearing up in order to bring that what they hoped would be a prophecy to fruition, Israel was investing billions of dollars of protecting the citizens. And so the IDF has been remarkable. I believe that we're seeing open miracles in this war that we'll be talking about for generations to come. The home front in Israel has been incredible, and Israel's friends, Christians and Jews around the world who have been covering us in prayer. I've seen firsthand how that's been saving lives. The fellowship has placed over a dozen bomb shelters on the ground in the past 4 days alone, and we're in the middle of placing another 100 bomb shelters. And each of these shelters that we place, because Christians have donated, because they're praying and acting, within a matter of hours is saving lives of people who are using them. So this is a war against both of us, Chris. They call Israel the little Satan and America the big Satan. They say that first they're going for the Saturday people, the Jews, and then they're going for the Sunday people, the Christians. And we see what happened just yesterday in Syria. There was a suicide bomber who went into a church in Syria and killed over 25 people. That if we don't wake up, that this is a threat to freedom. This is a threat to the values that we hold dear, to godly values. This is a war against God. And if we're not opening up our eyes to that, which thank God so many people are, we have to be ready for barbarism to rule, and we'll have to pay a price for that as well.
Yael Eckstein is with us, president and CEO of International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. The thing that I've been trying to drive home on this show, and you understand, politically speaking, there's a healthy debate always, and there should be. I mean, any nation that gets involved in any conflict, it's important and right to have a healthy debate about it. But Iran is something unique, and this idea that we're going to battle with anyone and everyone for any trifle, this is different. Islamic fundamentalism, Islamofascism, is far different than just your average neighboring Muslim, and I'm not sure everyone understands that, Yael.
Well, I think this is the modern day Nazism. And if we don't stop it now, which Iran is the main exporter of it, then we're going to see it on the cities in America, on American troops throughout the Middle East. What we're seeing today is a country that is yelling out death to Israel and death to America, and trying to acquire all the nuclear weapons, ballistic missiles to bring that to fruition. And if there's one thing that I've learned from October 7th, when years leading up to that, Hamas was saying, we're going to wipe out Israel. We're going to do everything to attack Israel and get rid of Israel. And then on October 7th, they really tried to do that. Is that you have to wake up when there are radical leaders who are not only speaking with their words, but their actions to bring those horrible things to fruition. We have to take it seriously. And so I believe that Iran is a threat to Jews, to Christians, to Israel, to America, and to the Gulf states that we see want peace. The Abraham Accords, of course, have been one of the strongest unions that we've had.
I was going to bring that up, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but quite literally, the day before the Abraham Accords normalized trade relations between Saudi Arabia and Israel were to occur, October 7th. Happened. It's very obvious to me anyway. Iran knew normalized relations between Israel and its neighbors was something they could not tolerate. Is that your sense of it?
It seems that way to me. And what I see here in the Middle East is that the moderate Gulf Muslim states have done everything to get rid of this Islamic terror. In Morocco, in Saudi Arabia, in Jordan, in Egypt, in the UAE, in Bahrain, it is illegal to wave a Palestinian flag because they understand it's not about freeing the Palestinian people, it's about standing with Hamas. And they've outlawed any mosques that are preaching Islamic fundamentalism. And so all those mosques that are outlawed in the moderate Gulf Muslim countries, because they understand the threat, have moved over to America and Europe. And so you're seeing radical mosques in America calling for America destruction. You're seeing all the people waving Palestinian flags and saying globalize the Intifada, which means bring suicide bombings to America. And so it is hard, the price that we're paying here in Israel with the ballistic missiles overhead, hitting schools, hitting hospitals, hitting synagogues. I'm on the ground bringing food to elderly who don't have anything because everything is closed, and placing bomb shelters and providing the aid that's so desperately needed now. And it's hard. It's hard on the ground in Israel, and it's scary. But it's a price that we have to pay so that our children, our grandchildren, won't have to face this terror in a scale that, God forbid, they have nuclear weapons.
Yeah, Elle, I've got about 30 seconds here. ifcj.org, if people want to be helpful.
Yes, we are on the ground, feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, sheltering the poor, Israel's humanitarian first responders, and now we need you more than ever. So whatever you can do, ifcj.org, and immediately those funds go to the people who need it most.
I hope you'll stay in touch with us, Yael. If anything we can do to be helpful or any perspective you feel like you want to offer, we would love to have you anytime. Thank you for coming in today. God bless you.
God bless you, Chris. Thank you so much.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.